This is the Let's Go Win podcast with your host, J.M. Ryerson.
This is J.M. Ryerson. You are on a Tuesday tune-up. And I want to talk about quotes to upgrade your mindset. It has been said that your life is as good as your mindset is. We've seen examples of this throughout the years. The visionary who transcends belief that something is not even possible, such as putting a man on the moon or having a computer that fits in the pocket of our jeans every single day. At one point, all of these ideas were thought to be blasphemy and futuristic rhetoric. But as Napoleon Hill once said, whatever your mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. As good as that quote is, the following three quotes can greatly shape your mindset every single day. So the first one is from an actress from years ago. Nothing is impossible. The word itself says, I'm possible. That was Audrey Hepburn. Hepburn didn't just say the quote, but she lived her life that way. As an entertainer, she is one of the few who have won an Academy, Emmy, Grammy, and Tony Awards. Later in life, she received the Presidential Medal of Freedom in recognition of her work as a UNICEF Goodwill Ambassador. The point is not about the recognition or awards, but rather accomplishing anything that you believe you can. How often do you tell yourself that I can't? I want you to take a page from her book and change that to I can. So I love what she said. It's so simple. Is the word itself impossible? That's just, it says I'm possible. I thought that was such a good quote from her, and it's so true. Now, this is a different spin, the quote I'm going to tell you from Buddha. But I talk about this one, but he says it obviously, so much better than I can. Don't dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate on the mind on the present moment. It's kind of remarkable to think that lessons from a man from 4th century BCE would still be so relevant today. Arguably, this lesson is even more important today in today's modern world. Our attention is being pulled so frequently by technology or multitask as a way of living. But before modernization, you had to stay present to ensure survival from predators or other life-threatening challenges. If you weren't staying present, you would perish rather immediately instead of slowly over time, which I think is kind of what's happening today. We have so many things being pulling our way. And so my saying has always been past is pain, future is anxiety, present is everything. That's the one that resonates with me. But that's really what Buddha's saying. Like, look, don't spend time in the past. Don't even think of the future. Concentrate on the moment today. And I think if we can all do that, how much easier life really becomes. And the last one, specific to quotes that can really upgrade your mindset, is your strongest muscle and worst enemy is your mind. Train it well. That's from some unknown source. And I think about this every single day because doing brain games is part of my morning routine. It's something that's really important to me. But our brains are the most complex thing in the universe today. There's still so much to be learned as the brain contains hundreds of billions of cells interlinked through trillions of connections. The brain is the physical part that can be touched. However, the mind cannot be physically touched. The mind is about mental processes, thought, and consciousness. What that means is, although the mind doesn't pick up a barbell to lift weights, it is a muscle that needs to be worked out. As muscles get stronger, as we push them, we feed them a proper diet and give them adequate rest. Make sure to train your mind just as passionately as you do your body. So the six pack is you waking up, and that's feeling inspired, confident, and grateful each morning. So often I think we talk about, what am I doing for my body today? How am I exercising? And we have that part down. But when we think about our mindset, what are we feeding our mindset on a daily basis? I think so often that kind of goes by the wayside. And I believe our mindsets will determine whether we succeed or we fail in life. So often we hear wealth being referred to as in terms of monetary accumulation, but whether you make 50 million a year or 50,000 a year, your mindset will determine your happiness. I have met millionaires and fringe billionaires that are miserable, and yet people that have a few dollars to their name as some of the most joyous human beings. And the only difference between the two was their mindset. So here's the great news. Whether you're in either club, you get to choose your mindset. You get to choose that every single day. I hope these quotes help inspire you to upgrade your mindset today. I just want you to think about it. What am I doing to feed my mindset today? What am I doing to make it better, to make it so that I'm going to have a great day? So hopefully those 3 quotes help. They certainly have helped me throughout and continue to do so. So anyway, you guys, as I say at the end of almost every show, remember your mindset matters, and make sure you choose wisely and take care of that. So I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to share this with your friends, colleagues, anybody that, they're thinking about how can I better my mindset. Here's a small, easy way, 3 quotes that you can utilize today to help upgrade your mindset. So we'll talk to you next week. I hope you have a great one. And remember, your mindset matters. Thank you so much for listening. If this content is delivering value to you, please make sure to subscribe, rate, and review us. That helps us build this community, and that is what we are all about. Building this community as big as we can, helping as many people as we can, and deliver as much value as possible. Be sure to head over to letsgowinpodcast.com for information on my coaching courses, and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn at Let's Go Win 365. Let's go win and transcend in life.
This is the Let's Go Win podcast with your host, J.M. Ryerson.